Hey, Brock Lesnar, you got one of these? What about you, Ric Flair? Oh yeah, I forgot. You weren't even on Simpsons. Bet you don't have one of these bad boys either. Show me the Simpsons. Why would I want a picture of a pitiful pencil neck geek? Yeah, why indeed. Don't feel sorry for him.
Okay, weird flex. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was on The Simpsons when it was actually still good, like 47 years ago.
It has to be at least 47 years ago. Bret Hart on The Simpsons. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Wrestling Outlet. I am Boxman. Across from me, folks, he's gone heel. He's got a mustache. I swear to God, he's going to jump through the screen and beat the shit out of me. Yep, it's him. He's here.
Hi, the one, the only, the Smart Wahlberg, voice of a generation. How are you?
I am good. We still have all 7 puppies. They're adorable and surprisingly quiet. Surprisingly quiet is what they are. I'm surprised. But let's see. What do we see here? Bishop Dyer. Baron Corbin has trademarked or filed to trademark the name Bishop Dyer for acting purposes, I believe. That is the worst name in the world.
Nah, that's actually a step up from the name he was using, which I think was his real name, but it just doesn't look good.
No, this doesn't look good either. Did we get Nora wants to know, did we get a chance to see the Stuttering John cameos? No.
I don't think he sent them to me. Otherwise, I might have checked them out.
I might have too, but I haven't seen any. They're probably on Cameo. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I would imagine the cameos are on Cameo.
If you find them, I'm not going to be able to. Now I can't copy and paste.
If you find them, it's still not going to play them, but you can look for them. I
can't anymore.
I mean, we can go straight to Cameo. I'm working on something real quick here. In the meantime, it's not necessarily Stuttering John related, but
I don't know. I mean, this has turned out to be a Stuttering John and Hugsy show, so I don't know. But anyhow, folks, we've got plenty to get into. AEW Dynamite to talk about, which wasn't a bad show at all, I don't think. That main event could have been about 10 minutes shorter. And Smark's got a. What's wrong, Smark?
I feel like we need to stall for time and stretch shit out for as long as humanly possible, because when it gets time for the Dynamite discussion, I don't know what the fuck it is you could say about that show. It happened.
It did happen. You are correct, Smark. It did happen. It did happen. You are right.
They're in Knoxville, not too far from me. I was asking myself, if I were to have went to that, would I have felt like I got my money's worth? The answer is no. The answer is no.
Well, we have more to talk about with Tennessee tonight, Mark. Don't you worry. I got a surprise at the end of the show for you.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yes, I do. Yes, brother. Oh, yeah, brother. Got a surprise for you at the end of this show. So we'll get that done. But I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not really anything new going on. Lost a pig yesterday. Don't know how it happened, but it was very cold here. And I don't know. It was we had like a dwarf pig. It was weird. It wouldn't grow. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I think it might have got squished between the pigs and just suffocated because it was little and they try to keep warm. Yes, thank you, Nora. Thank you.
Okay, to be fair, let me explain myself. It's not funny that the pig got squished, but when you said squished between the pigs, I just pictured both of the pigs being congruent.
I hear you squealing, but is this some kind of innuendo, possibly? I mean, are you squealing for a reason?
You're squealing because you haven't saved with Conrad. It's real easy to do.
Especially if your last name is Flair. Anyway, yeah, I guess we could go ahead and get right into the news. Now, Nora, once again, I don't think we can copy. I can't copy and well, wait a minute. You know what? If I show it, can I copy it from there? No, I cannot. I will go into full screen from there. I don't like full screen. All right, Smart, type that out.
All right, I'll get right on it.
But there are some other options.
That is actually not that bad. I could theoretically do that, but I'm trying to do something real quick, and it's going to be, if I can get it to work, it'll be well worth everyone's time.
Let's put Norab in timeout. I didn't know you can do that on here.
I can't do that. I tried doing that with Luke, and I banned him.
Oh, you hit the wrong button.
Yeah, during the Tyson fight. I meant to just, I was going to because usually when you give somebody a timeout, you can set it for 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, hour, etc. I was going to put it on there for 1 minute. It's haha, just a little rib. But then it turned out that I fucking banned him and he had to fucking log onto the account to unban himself.
I remember that.
I regret nothing, by the way. I regret nothing.
Nah, you're all good. You're all good. You and your mustache. Your new stash. I like it though. I do. All right. Oh, he said check your X. Now,
okay.
When you say your,
I'm assuming he's talking about me because I've suggested that he sent me things on there before. I'll download it. I can't get any of the YouTube videos I wanted to play to download, so my super secret plan's probably not going to come to fruition.
Yeah, you can send the link over to the messenger. The messenger. We can do that. We can do that later as you're working on that. I guess we can go ahead and why don't we jump into it while we're sitting here doing other stuff while we're doing this. Now, folks, I don't know if you know, but the Acclaimed has split. I don't know if you know that, Smark. I was giving you a minute. You okay?
A minute to recollect myself. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I said the Acclaimed had split. I don't want you too upset to do the show. You okay?
I mean, I've spent many hours sitting in a dark room to sort of get past my trauma. But yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right. Now, I mean, I'm a little. This was unnecessary because this is one of the most over teams they have, and their tag team division blows right now. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking on this, but hey, who am I? I don't know if maybe they wanted to get him out of there because they want more shine on the Hurt Syndicate and don't want the Acclaim taking any of their fanfare. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. But Anthony Bowens has filled out a trademark application for the Pride of Pro Wrestling.
I thought you were going to say the Pride of the Pilgrims for a second.
Nope, the Pride of Pro Wrestling. Now, obviously, with Anthony Bowens, that has a little bit of a little innuendo with him being homosexual. Pride. See where that works. So there you go. But he definitely has filed for the trademark for shirts, hoodies, hats, bandanas, entertainment in the nature of wrestling contests, providing wrestling news and information via global networks, so podcasting and all that shit, and everything else, entertainment services, wrestling exhibits, appearances, pretty much everything you can think of. So there you go, folks. He might soon be known as the Pride of Pro Wrestling. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, there are worse nicknames.
I'm more baffled on why you would break that team up. I'm more about that's another thing.
I hear you about them not having a lot of tag teams, but I do feel like they kind of ran their course. I think they're multiple-time tag team champions. They've pretty much done about everything there is that you can do.
I guess. Oh, he sent it to me too.
Yeah. No.
I have to forward this. Let me see if I can find my name in here. Oh, look, I'm here.
All right. Look, I downloaded one. Play one. It's a minute long. We'll see what happens.
Where'd you put it?
Hi. Wow, my favorite baseball player of all time, Lou Gehrig. I love Lou Gehrig. As you know, this is the world famous Stuttering John Melendez, and this is apparently from Lou Gehrig.
I unmuted my mic. You can unmute yours if you want.
His disease. Well, I appreciate such kind, wonderful, amazing wishes, but don't think that's gonna happen. But I do appreciate you thinking of me, so much so that you're paying me to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. So please have a great day. I hope your heart fills up with love instead of hate. That being said, go fuck yourself. This is Stuttering John saying, Giggy, yeah!
What the hell is that?
Yeah, now that I agree. What the
hell is that?
Wow.
Okay, question one. Do you think that he knows that Lou Gehrig is dead?
I hope so.
I mean, he kind of very famously had a disease named after him.
Yeah, very famously, a very painful disease, actually. Wow. That's interesting. That's what that is. That's interesting. Very interesting. Wow, we went from Anthony Bowens to that. My God, who ever would have thought Stuttering John would have turned out to? Who the fuck still wears corduroy sport coats? Mine is suede. That's brown suede, baby. That's Texas right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, what was that? Your mic popped there.
No, I said I hear you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was interesting. And Anthony Bowens, good luck. The pride of pro wrestling. I like it. I do. I think it'll be pretty cool. The pride of pro wrestling. I don't know. I guess they're maybe they're planning on giving him a big push. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's baffling why you would break up such an over tag team that was selling merch. People had the merch on. The fact that Tony Khan took him the fuck off TV and fucked up, that's not anybody's fault but Tony Khan's. Right. So I don't know, man. I'm a little baffled by it, but like I said, who am I? I'm just some guy. Some very confused guy. That's what I am. I'm very confused. I am. I'm a little confused. That's what I am. But that's all right. I'm allowed to be. Confusion is okay. Okay. So speaking of trademarks, folks, with the kind of, I guess, up in the air, we're not quite sure what Malaki Black is doing, but a lot of people are assuming that Malaki Black is done with AEW. So with that, a couple of the people in AEW that were in the House of Black have filed for a couple of trademarks. Brody King filed to trademark Hounds of Hell, and Buddy Matthews filed for Hellhounds. So Hounds of Hell, which I swear that's a movie that just came out. That's like a Frank Grillo movie.
I'm on it.
Huh?
I said I'm on it. Let me look.
Nope. Well, it was a 1978 film. Let's see.
Are you thinking of Hellhounds?
Maybe it is the Hellhounds that I'm thinking
Which
of.
is apparently directed by Robert Conway, which can't be the one that we're thinking of.
Let me see. Hellhounds. Hellhounds. Oh, yeah. From 2024.
I have never heard of any of these people.
That's probably the one. I knew I'd seen it. Not the movie. I had seen going through some other movies. I had seen this, but no, I haven't heard of anyone in this either. But don't worry, we have another movie to talk about later tonight.
See, we got Daniel Link as Dave. We got fucking Dana Keipel as Mia. I mean, this is, fucking Dan Weiserberger as Coop. This just sounds like an iconic film.
I didn't say it was good.
But unfortunately, it's not the Rob Conway that we're thinking of, or that I'm thinking of at the very least.
No.
Oh my god, this guy! Like all of his movies that he's directed is just like looking at the IMDb. It's like 3.4, 4, 3.4, 2.2, 2.4.
Looks like a low budget.
I'm just directing those straight to Tubi features.
Hey, you got to start somewhere. Let's see. Is there a picture of this guy? Is he a young guy, an old guy? Oh, middle-aged man. He's probably still breaking into the old, just waiting for his Godfather. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for it. I'll tell you what. Some of the trailer right here doesn't look bad. This whatever this movie is right here.
Actually, I have. Which one?
This Western that he's got a trailer for right on his IMDb. Looking good by the trailer.
Okay. While we were talking, I downloaded the trailer to Hellhounds. You want to see it real quick? Just a couple seconds.
Nah, let me go over to StreamYard. Go ahead.
All right, you ready? Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be.
I don't like
It
you.
was Luke's fault. Blame Luke. Luke queued me up.
I don't like you
I
anymore. I don't like you no more.
You like me any less either, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you got a point. All right. Yeah, all right. You got me. Shit. All right. Let's do. Oh, real quick. That looks like. He's got a couple of. He's actually got a couple of cowboy movies here. Ooh, a movie called Skinwalker. We got Eminence Hill. That looks like a cow. Oh, he did the Krampus movies, Mark.
I don't know if it's the Krampus movie. I saw he did a Krampus movie.
Two in 2015, Krampus: The Reckoning, and then in 2016, Krampus Unleashed.
How Krampus got his groove back.
Exactly.
God, these movies all sound fucking terrible. Hellhounds, let's see, we were talking about that. Ghost Town, Reflect, Skinwalker, Battlefield 2025, based on the video game, Eminence Hill, Krampus Origins, Genesis, Fall of the Crime Empire, The Covenant, Krampus Unleashed, Krampus The Reckoning, The Encounter, Exit to Hell, Redemption, and Lynch.
Actually, this Exit to Hell doesn't look too bad. This looks like it might be my kind of movie. Got Kane Hodder in it.
Okay.
Kane Hodder's in it. Dan Higgins, I know who that is.
That makes one of us.
That actually doesn't look. Kane Hodder, you know who that is.
Yeah. He was one of the Jasons.
Yep. So all right, that that doesn't look bad. He's got another cowboy movie called Redemption. Not Red Dead. There, this. I like cowboy movies. I'll look into that one. And what else we got? Lynch. That one doesn't even have a trailer, so we're gonna get rid of it. All right, I'll check some of these out. Look, I just found me some new movies.
Right on.
There we go. Well, I pay $50 to get a cameo from Stuttering John. I would rather buy 2 30-packs.
Anyone ever wonder what the QR code leads to on the drop? I'm assuming it's a free version or a paid-for version of the downloader helper that I use to download videos from YouTube. Because for some reason it started fucking watermarking everything that I downloaded. It sucks, but it is what it is.
I told you, 4K video downloader, free.
Yeah, actually, well, I might try it real quick because I want to try to do the thing that I'm thinking of.
Oh, the thing you're thinking about. I got you. All right. But yeah, so we have all that we came back, but yeah, we have 2 former House of Black members, I guess, and they're filing for Hounds of Hell and Hellhounds. So I don't know, maybe they're going to see which one they like better, and I don't know why. If they're going to be a team, which it sounds like they are with those names being so close together, then I don't know.
All right, since we're already talking about them, let's just go ahead and talk about the segment that they did on Dynamite, yeah?
Okay.
This is one of the things that I didn't like. I liked the actual vignette that they did, but like it makes no sense that you've had multiple people now. Because you had fucking Ospreay do it to Murphy after their match, and you had what's her name, Jamie Hayter, do it to Julia Hart after her match. Of like you've had people on the roster like co-sign them basically, and be like, well, you don't need that black after all. Like you're good on your own. You don't need anybody else's help. And then they're like, all right, cool. All right, well, we got a new stable coming out where we're still just a House of Black, but we changed our name. It's like, what the fuck's the point of that then?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna be the trio and every now and then do single stuff. I don't know if that's how they're gonna slowly start bringing it out. I don't know.
Hey, Luke.
Good to see you, Luke. Thanks for stopping in for a minute. Good to see you. But I don't know, man. There's a couple things that didn't make sense on Dynamite last night, so we'll get into that, I guess, a little later. But yeah, I don't understand what they're doing with the house. I don't know. Are they just going to be Julia Hart should just be on her own. She is fine on her own. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think she needs those other 2 guys, but maybe she likes having 2 guys. Hey, that's how hey, to each their own, okay?
I mean, actually, like I like the idea of them being together. It's just I don't understand the point of like they did 2, like I said, 2 separate. Like they've always kept themselves as a group, right? Like they weren't like necessarily a waging war against AEW like fucking Death Threat were supposed to do. But they've always just been like they're not really friends with anybody else. They don't really team with anybody else, so on and so forth. Like I said, you had 2 different people like cut promos saying that they would be that they're fine by themselves. And it's like, all right, so that leads to them just rebranding their trio's name. Like okay, like what's the point of that? Like it makes sense to have the keep them together because they're a good act, and like for Julia Hart, like it gives her the advantage of like she's got 2 big men like in her corner watching her back. It gives her an advantage over the other females, and like they need the tag teams, like you said, the fucking tag team division is thin, so having Matthews and not Black, Birdie King together it's a good idea, but like why do the promos then where it's like you don't need anybody, you're good on your own? It's like then fucking why do that?
I can't explain. I don't know. I thought the same thing when I saw them all 3 walking together. I'm like, well, this just negates the past couple of weeks, but hey. Mm-hmm. We're not. I mean, I that we're not supposed to remember that stuff. You know, Tony Khan doesn't think we remember that stuff.
Which, I mean, it would be even better if they didn't do one of those promos like 5 minutes before they aired the vignette of them together as a tribute. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it would just make just a little more sense if they did it that way. But hey, you know, what are they gonna do?
Just air it before the match where Jamie Hayter's like, you don't need anybody's help. It's like, then air it before. Then you have that promo after, and you're like, well, are they together? Are they not together? Who knows? What the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. I mean, any reason to have Jamie Hayter just walking around the ring is fine with me. Honestly.
Well, sure, yes, of course.
She can bounce around that ring and jump around that ring all she wants, talking and yelling and screaming. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Happy camper. So anyway, I don't think I got any more on that. So AEW, folks, has made an announcement. The actual headline was AEW makes a massive announcement, but let's face it, AEW makes an announcement.
No, don't worry. They've got Tito Ortiz coming in. It's gonna do big numbers.
Oh, just fucking crickets. Oh my god, that they would do something like that. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Cain Velasquez. Oh wait, no, that's been done.
I think isn't he not like in jail for like trying to kill somebody for like disrespecting his daughter or some shit?
It was more than just disrespecting, and I don't know if it was his daughter, but it was like bad, like the worst stuff involved in why he did what he did. Let's just put it that way.
It made sense, but yeah.
I mean, I don't condone vigilante justice at all, but not in broad daylight.
Actually, his sentencing has been delayed to March 24th of this year, 2025.
Yeah. I think he's, but I think he's actually, I think he might be in prison right now. I don't know if he got out. He might have posted bail. I don't know. I don't remember. But AEW folks did make an announcement that Dynasty will be returning this year. That's right. I know everyone. Look, I know you've been losing sleep over it. I know you've been wondering, man, is AEW going to have Dynasty this year? They haven't made an announcement yet. Well, yes. Yes, they have. It will be on Sunday, April 6th, live from the Licoris Center in Philadelphia, PA, folks. So there you go. This is their first ever pay-per-view in the city of brotherly love. And you can start getting tickets starting February 3rd, Monday, February 3rd. So there you go. Dynasty in PA. That's it.
You think there'll be any crack whore chance?
Anything can happen in PA.
I mean, that used to be a big ECW thing. I don't know if that crowd's kind of died down last 10, 20 years, but who knows?
It could be a brutal crowd. We'll see what happens.
If they don't start booking shit better, it's going to be.
That could be brutal. They could hijack that show. There could be some crazy stuff going on over there.
I mean, they've done shows in like Hammerstein, and I think they've done shows in Philadelphia and shit too. But like that's kind of the thing is the Chicago shows. Like they've been doing shows for them for a while, so it's like they kind of have a built-in fan base of like loyal people that support what they're doing. But like Philadelphia, I feel like they don't do enough shows annually for them to like support them in that way. So if they put out a show like that's anything like fucking last night, they're going to be harsh to them, rightfully so.
Man, see, I didn't think last night was that bad until the main event. But anyway, we'll get into it. We'll wait. But yeah, Dynasty is one show that they did announce, and they've also
They announced Mike Tyson for the show.
I just Mike Tyson that. Also, what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna talk about. They announced more than just that show. They also announced some spring events coming up, live events for 2025, and let's whap about them.
Hell yeah!
No, they really did. They got some events out here for 2025. They've actually gone up till we got events up till April right now, and they have started doing some smaller arenas, folks. If you haven't noticed, it's funny. Everyone was like, "My God, they're not selling out. They should do smaller arenas." And they do smaller arenas, and they're like, "What is there? 60 people?" Yeah. Nobody can win anymore, folks. There is no, you can't do anything right anymore. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing right. You can't do it. Don't even try. Just you be you. That's it. Don't worry about anything else. But anyway, this starts in March. This starts at Saturday, March 1st. We've got AEW Collision. That's going to be in Oakland, California, Smark.
Hell yeah.
I smell a Young Bucks return.
Mayhaps.
I do. Saturday, March 5th. These shows are both Saturday. Saturday, March 15th, we're going to do another Collision taping. That's going to be at the theater at Virgin Hotels, Los Angeles. Yeah, I said it. Wednesday, March 19th, AEW Dynamite and a special taping of AEW Collision. That's going to be at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. That's in Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Got another Dynamite taping Wednesday, March 26th. That's going to be in Roy Wilkins Auditorium in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Jesse the Body. True North would like to know, is this a show about Jews and misogyny or only the other show? I feel like the answer is yes to both questions.
Okay. We can, sure. Yeah, both. Okay. Both. Yeah. Wait.
So there you go.
Well, I mean, that would make me the Jew and you misogyny. I don't know what to do here.
I mean, you could be both. I can only be one, but you're like, you can dual wield this situation if you'd like to.
You know, at this point, I'm almost 50 and married. I'm allowed to be a little misogynistic. It's almost expected of me.
I thought you were going to pivot there. You're like, I'm married, I have a daughter, and then, yeah, of course I'm going to be misogynistic. It's like, whoa, swerve. Didn't see that coming.
I think it's almost expected me to be just a tiny bit, you know, every now and then. So, you know, that's there you go, folks. Hi, I'm Jew, and here's misogyny.
That was a very close second option to what this was going to be called. Thoughts on
go ahead.
He says also thoughts on Jewish characters in wrestling from Jameson to Goldberg.
Fine.
You just named 80% of them. I think this is like the only other ones are like Cabana, Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, we don't have a great name in the wrestling business. My tribe, if you will, but there's a few. Look, I find Goldberg to be a bit annoying, a bit obnoxious, but he was fucking huge, man. He's definitely a fucking household name, and you can't beat that. Jameson, come on, what do you want me to say here? I'm not even sure what to say here on that one.
I don't really remember him all that much. Like, I know he's part of, like, I want to say late 80s, early 90s, maybe WWF, but like outside of that, like, couldn't tell you a single thing he did segment-wise.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Billy Kidman. I I don't know if I knew that, if he was Jewish.
Kidman's part of the tribe? No. Is he?
I know Drew Gulak is. I didn't know about Billy Kidman.
Gulak, that makes sense. Gulak, pretty. That sounds Jewish. Just the pronunciation, Gulak. So yeah, Billy Kidman, I didn't know. That's interesting. Very interesting. We have a few more here. Where? We were at St. Paul. Okay, now we were at Saturday, March 29th. We got another collision taping. That's going to be at the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena in Milwaukee. It's in Milwaukee. I don't know why you would call it the Milwaukee Panther Arena without it being in Milwaukee. Actually putting UW Milwaukee Panther Arena in Milwaukee, that's fucking redundant. God damn you, AllEliteWrestling.com.
I blame the state. I blame the state of Wisconsin. I almost said the state of Milwaukee. I didn't go to school in Tennessee. Be lenient on me.
Well, all right. Another on Wednesday, April 2nd. You're going to get another Dynamite taping with another special taping of AEW Collision. That's going to be at the Peoria Civic Center in
Peoria, Illinois.
Jesus Christ. How the fuck did you figure that out?
There are but so many places in Illinois, my friend.
Wow, dude, I can't believe you figured that out. That was awesome. That was awesome. And of course, we just mentioned this show, April 6th. That's going to be Dynasty, Sunday, April 6th, coming from the Licoris Center in Philadelphia, PA. And then Wednesday, April 9th, right after that, we're going to have Dynamite. That's going to be at the Chesapeake Employers Insurance Arena in Baltimore. So there you go. There you go. They announced a bunch of shows coming up, and I don't think those are all huge arenas. So it looks like they'll be still running some smaller places, which they should be doing. The Liberty First Credit Union Arena. That's probably a big one. But I don't know, man. That's good. I mean, hey, there you go. That's right, MJF. MJF is Jewish too.
Wow, it's kind of surprising that we let that go for that long without mentioning that.
Yeah,
big part of his gimmick.
It is, but I mean, we were kind of looking for older. I was thinking older stars, since we were talking.
Okay.
Just to deflect and defend myself.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have an excuse.
You don't need one, really.
Fair enough.
So, folks, I hope y'all been enjoying Netflix, Raw on Netflix, all the Netflix stuff. But listen, new year, new increases, folks. You know how it goes. It's time. It's time. Netflix is going to increase their prices very soon coming up. So there you go. They announced this in their 2024 Q4 earnings report that it does plan to increase pricing across plans for United States, Canada, Portugal, and Argentina. So there you go. Now they're saying the regular ad tier will go from $6.99 to $7.99 in the United States, while the standard tier, I believe that's the one without ads, is $15.49. Now it's going to go up to $17.99, and those premium tiers, they're going to go way up. They're going to go from $22.99 to $24.99. Now, Sports Illustrated is making sure they let us know that this is the first price increase since the fall of 2023.
Right.
So, don't think they're trying to gouge us once a year. Just once every year and a half. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Nora mentioned that MJF's uncle Rob is also part of the tribe. And let me tell you what, this Damn it.
He's part of a few tribes.
Well, I was getting there. I fucking had the video all queued up to play, and then I got a notification, and they're just
because who would want a guy to intervene, when you're just trying to have your way with a young Australian little boy?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You want to have your way with that little boy. Mm. It's important to have your way.
Exactly. Yes, indeed.
See, we can work together on these, Smark. I like this.
Bang.
Boom.
I love how the interviewer just agrees with everything he says. Yeah, of course.
Well,
gotta have your way with that little boy.
I'm sure there was context that we're missing there. Right? Oh, right? I mean,
perhaps. Allegedly.
So, anyway, there you go. Netflix is going to be increasing their prices. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Netflix will fucking, they don't give a shit. I don't know if you guys know that. Netflix doesn't give a fuck.
If you don't like it, fuck you. Netflix will kill me.
You never know. You never know with Netflix.
I mean, it's either that or you just, keep stealing shit like you should anyway.
Right. Exactly. Oh, Paul Heyman. There you go. Kelly. She's not Jewish, is she? Raven? Dean Malenko. Malenko is so not a Jewish name. But I don't know. Huh?
I don't think. Is it actually his last name? I know his dad's Boris Malenko. Does that do anything for you?
What exactly they're supposed to do for me? I'm kind of confused here, Smark. What's going on here?
I mean, does that pass the test? Is that a little bit more Jewish sounding? Dean Malenko. Let's see, Dean Malenko.
Oh, Boris? Yeah, Boris is very Jewish sounding. Fucking Boris and Natasha.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it was squirrel and moose. That's right, it was squirrel and moose. Hey, Rocky, why'd you pull a rabbit out of my hat? All right, okay.
Because his real name is Dean Simon. That doesn't really help.
No,
but yeah, apparently he's
Simon.
Jewish.
Simon, very Jewish.
Okay.
Simon, last name Simon, yes, Jewish, definitely. Paul Heyman, yes. Kelly, I never. That could make some sense. Raven, I never. See, I just never really classified. I don't know. I just never thought about it.
My favorite Raven story will forever be. I wish I could remember the name of the documentary, but they were filming documentary. They were doing a documentary about it. Just Porky Pig, that motherfucker. One of the ECW reunion type shows. It wasn't the One Night Stand. It was one of those offshoots, Hardcore Homecoming or fucking whatever it was. Anyways, Sabu overdosed, and you hear them in the back while they're trying to put the show together. You hear somebody yell, "Sabu overdosed. Where's Raven?" It's where's Raven? You're expecting Raven to fucking bring it back to life? You're not going to a doctor about this shit? And sure enough, I mean, he apparently ended up fucking just getting him going again, which is wild. That fucking Raven's just in the back keeping people from dying at ECW shows.
You know what? Now the Jewish thing makes sense. You do call it, you go to a Jew if you want to feel better. That makes a lot of fucking sense right there.
Yeah, it's wild. That is
there
wild.
You go. There, I totally agree with it now. I totally do agree with that. And Norab said Simon Dean was a rib. I thank you for putting those two together because I didn't. You're right. Simon Dean Simon. That makes more sense now.
Interesting.
A lot more sense now. But there you go, folks. Netflix increasing. Fuck you, whether you like it or not. So, in some good news. Want some good news, Mark?
Of course.
We have some Hogan news. But no, not Hulk. Actually, Brooke Hogan. And it's not bad news at all.
My old boy.
No, not bad news at all. Actually, it's very good news. She has actually given birth to twins. 2 little twins. Look at that.
My fucking brain defaulted back to those old Bud Light commercials.
Oh, but yeah, just a couple of days ago, on the 19th, she had twins. And look, they got a twofer on this one. They got 1 boy, 1 girl. Oliver Andrew Oleski and Molly Jean Oleski. And she looks very happy. The babies look perfectly snuggled and sleeping. And congratulations, Smark. Do you know Oleski? He was he was in the NHL with the Washington Capitals and Pittsburgh Penguins.
Not really. I'm not a huge hockey person, but yeah, it sounds vaguely familiar.
Okay.
I've heard though.
That
seems like the case with a lot of people. Like I think you were talking about Kelly. Like I believe she's married to a hockey player.
Those hockey players, man, it's the fighting. It just makes them wet. Well, I mean, it just makes the women wet. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Hockey is a fucking amazing sport because I was watching a game on Hulu like a couple weeks ago, and this is apparently a fairly normal. It's like that's just what happens when this happens in hockey. But there was a fight. Like while the fight was going on, they just put up the height and weight for the players involved in the fight. They call it the tail of the tape, like it's a boxing match. Like there's fucking rules. Like if they did that in more sports, I'd watch more sports. Like I don't watch hockey a lot, but that's one of the better parts of hockey. You are muted, by the way.
I am. I used to watch a lot of hockey as a kid. My cousin actually tried out for the Bruins back in the day. This would have been back in the early 80s. But I went and saw him at one of the tryouts, and he went by the goalie and just sticked his fucking skates, knocked him on his fucking face, and then pointed at me like, that was for you.
Your cousin from Boston.
Unfortunately, he passed away. But he used to post in the Wrestling Umbrella page. He posted a picture of him and Vince McMahon, my cousin Andrew.
That's neat.
From Boston. Yeah. He posted a few good pictures, man, on that page until everyone started fucking with him. So, but yeah. So congratulations to Brooke Hogan and Mr. Oleski, but man, that's tough. That's tough right there. You having two and one is tough. I couldn't even imagine it. My kids are spread apart, and it's still tough. But man, good for her. Yeah, I mean, she's smiling and happy, and it looks like actually they're leaving the hospital. I don't know when this was published. This was actually the 19th. Her tweet was, it doesn't say. But anyway, the article's from January 19th, so I don't know. There's a picture of them going home, so it might have been just a few days before the 19th. Usually only takes 2 days now, and they're home.
That's good. Everybody seems happy and healthy. That's all that matters. Good for them.
Yeah, sometimes next day you're home now. It's crazy.
Cool.
I think we were gone next day.
For the most recent one?
Yeah. I think for the last two. My first one, because it was a weird, we got there so damn late, I'm not sure what day it was anyway. It was like 4 a.m. when we got there. Oh, now suddenly you're on mute. Oh, there you go. You're back. So, but all right. So Smark.
Yes.
Looking through a few things today, and something popped up on my feed, and it was a picture of a new movie that's going to be coming out, and it doesn't look too bad. This is actually the movie that Tony Storm is going to be in. Nope, not that one. Hold on. Wrong one. Hold on. Where did it go? Wrong.
This could be an X videos, perhaps.
There we go. No, there it is. Queen of the Ring. This is the one Tony Storm was kind of basing her character off of. This is a movie about Mildred. What's her name? I forget right now for some reason. Yes, thank you. Yep. This is the movie about that. Queen of the Ring. Now, they might have wanted to think about the title. There is another Queen of the Ring. Be careful when you Google this.
Do you remember Submission Sorority?
Yeah, but that was the exact name of the movie, was Queen of the Ring. So be careful Googling this, folks. But I will tell you, there's more than just Tony Storm in this movie. So I decided to check it out and see what other names might be in this movie. So I did. We've got Emily Bett Rickards, and she's going to be starring as Mildred Burke in this movie. Again, that's kind of where Tony Storm was getting her character. Walton Goggins. You know who that is, Mark?
Hell yeah, I know who that is. It's the guy from Fallout. He plays the ghoul. He's a fucking great actor.
Fuck yeah. He was in The Shield. He was Shane. He was in Major League 3. He shows up in a lot of. He was in Predator. Alien versus Predator. No, not that one. Predators.
It's in Justified.
He was in Predators. He was in Justified. He's been in a ton of stuff. This guy. Francesca Eastwood is in this movie. Why would I mention her? That is Clint Eastwood's daughter, and she's beautiful. Camille, Kaylee Farmer, is also in this movie. And the founder of the Cobra Kai, Martin Cove. That's right. He is in this movie also. Mr. James E. Cornette plays the NWA commissioner in this movie. This is very fitting for him. Trinity Fatu, also in this movie. And Britt Baker, also in this movie.
Got your nose. Look out, he's got a nose.
What just happened? Was that for Britt Baker? That's not nice.
We'll be talking more Britt Baker later.
I don't know, man. That story, there's like 10 stories going around, and then of course Meltzer's like, they're so blown out of proportion. I'm gonna wait till next week on that shit. Let's wait till next week on the Britt Baker stuff, because
all right. Well, then the point was that my super secret project was I thought we were going to be talking Britt Baker, and I was prepared to unleash another nose-related drop every time you said Britt Baker.
Hey, jeg er ikke nogen dukke. Jeg er en rigtig dreng. Og jeg er ikke med i Shrek. Der bliver helt stille i Herning Kongresscenter til oktober. Now I'm a believer.
they're getting weirder.
Okay,
They're getting weirder.
Here's the last one I downloaded. Just say Britt Baker one more time.
And Britt Baker.
What's this? My nose detector detect something new that's delicious.
I have no reason to talk about big noses. You see this thing? Look at this.
I mean, me neither necessarily, but that was the whole plan, was that I had like 8 different drops set up for every time you said Britt Baker while talking about Britt Baker. And then you're like, well, we're talking about Britt Baker next week. And I was like, God damn it. I downloaded the YouTube video thing for no reason.
Well, it can just stay there. I mean,
I have more nose related drops. So teaser for next week, question mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep them there. But the movie actually is probably going to be pretty good. I believe it comes out. It said, what was that? March 7th. This movie will be coming out. But, it's back in a time where pro wrestling for women was illegal all over the United States. And a small town single mother embraces the danger as she dominates America's most masculine sport and becomes the first $1 million female athlete in history. So, pretty good.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like documentaries and TV shows lately about like old school female wrestlers. And there's Netflix putting out one. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but it was about a Japanese female wrestler, like Matsumoto, I believe her name is. They're putting out, she's like an old school villain character. They're putting out a little show on her. So they've been doing a lot of shows about like old female wrestlers lately. It's pretty cool.
Very good. That is good. But I don't know. I'll definitely I'll be checking this one out eventually. Maybe not right that week, but I mean, already on IMDb, it's got an 8.5 out of 10. That didn't even come out yet.
Nice.
So it just looks that good. But there's a lot of, like I said, there's a ton of, I'll tell you what, if you go through the main cast on the first page of IMDb, Camille and Jim Cornette are both on there.
That's pretty cool too, that they're actually having like people that are involved with wrestling do the roles.
Yeah, it actually makes sense. I just love that fucking Martin Cove is on this fucking in this fucking movie. That's gonna be fucking badass.
Yeah, probably give it a shot.
Fucking John Kreese from fucking Karate Kid. Hells yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah. I'm down to watch anything that man is in. So we will definitely be seeing that coming up soon. I really need to watch Cobra Kai. I always hear good
Have you watched, not like a total pivot, but like still in the same ballpark of things, have you watched the Von Erich movie yet?
No. But
I've been wanting to watch it, but I just never got around to it. I really do want to watch it though.
I haven't.
Right on.
I haven't seen it yet. It's in my wrestling folder with everything else. So, but Smark, we you thought we would get away with it, but we do have some Hulk Hogan news to talk about. And Smark, I know how excited you're going to be. So go easy when I tell you this. I don't know how far this is from you, but Smark, are you ready? Hulk Hogan has a wrestling shop coming to Pigeon Forge, the island of Pigeon Forge, Smark. How far are you?
Homeboy, welcome to the hood, brother.
To answer that question, roughly just outside of 2 hours. Basically, the island is adjacent to, like, about a mile or so away from Dollywood. I go to that area fairly often. I'm a season pass holder for Dollywood, so I'm there pretty often. The island is like, that's where basically there's a lot of like food. I almost said the phrase food restaurants. Shoot me in the fucking face. There's a lot of food-based restaurants there. Fucking A. But yeah, there's a lot of like restaurants and like little like tourists, like they have like a crumble cookies, they have like a Cine Hall, like different like little like sweet shops and like milkshake places, ice cream places, little like stores and stuff that like you could take your kids and like overpay for shit that they don't really need. It's a big tourist kind of destination, basically.
Nice. Well, now when you're in Dollywood, Smark, you have another place to go. Some of the comments on here are hilarious. Like, do the clan robes come in red and yellow now?
That is pretty solid.
He doesn't like the brothers, brother.
That's not super concerned for that particular area, is all I'm going to say.
But he needs to move his business way down to the south, y'all.
Like basically in the same area, the island is like this big, like circular, like place where there's a bunch of shops and shit. There's Paula Deen has a restaurant. There's a Margaritaville. So it's like that's the kind of shit that you're dealing with. So like Hogan should be fine there, honestly.
Someone put first Paula Deen, then Hulk Hogan. Who's next? Roseanne, who now has a rap song with Tom McDonald.
She sure does. And fucking braids. She was in the music video with braids, and they were like posing in front of cars. It's really weird how people who like hate black people do so much to adopt their culture. Anyways.
She didn't say anything hateful. She just made a bad fucking joke. Calm down.
Yeah, no, I like Roseanne. I feel bad for her.
I thought there was already a MAGA store there.
There is.
Okay, there you go.
Very, very seriously, there are like multiple, like at least 2 or 3 different Trump stores in that like general area, not in the island specifically, but adjacent to it.
Nice.
There's like a place that just sells knives. There's fucking like 8 different stores where you could just like buy or have cowboy boots made. Like it's wild shit.
Because I'm sure it's right next to the Trump shop. It probably is. That's probably how we got the deal to be there. There really is a Trump shop there. So,
There's at least, honest to God, there's like at least 2 that I could think of. And then there's a bunch of like CBD stores, which is par for the course anywhere. There's like also a bunch of adult stores. So it's like, it's very interesting. And there's like one store that sells like, it's like Christmas 365, just like a full on just all Christmas related items. So it's like Trump store, sex shop, Christmas store, gun shop, knife shop.
Nice.
That's also a fun fact. That's not too far in that general area, like about a mile or 2 away. That's where they have the micro championship wrestling, the dwarfs.
Awesome.
So you could have a fucking weekend. You could go buy some Hulk Hogan shit. You could watch some midget wrestling, go ride a roller coaster, fucking eat at Paula Deen's. You can have yourself an evening.
Hell yeah! Well, Hulk was involved with the midget wrestling for a while there.
I don't know if that's the same one, but he was. Sure.
He was with one of them. That I do remember that. So, let's see. Did we read about? What does this say here? Did we read about RVD having issues with Bobby Fulton and his son? No, I didn't read about that. Actually, I didn't see that. Did you?
No, he did ask earlier about if we knew about the PCO TNA thing. I did know about that.
Yeah.
Basically, long story short, PCO had like the Internet Wrestling Championship, something like that, from TNA, and his deal with TNA is up. So on a GCW show, he fucking broke the belt with a hammer and then went on like a rant about TNA. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I did. I saw that. I did see that.
Did you see from that same show? And if not, I could find it. It's going to take a second, but I could find it and send it to you. Did you see the Alley Catch injury?
No.
Ooh, I'm going to send it to you. It's contact at least.
Yeah, go ahead. Because honestly, that I believe was the last news bit that I had, man.
It was fucking gross, but yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, send it to that where I sent the news to you. It'll get through there, and then we can start going over some AEW Dynamite if you want to.
For sure.
We can go through and tell what was good and what was bad and what was shit and what was shittier.
Which is actually kind of appropriate because, like we said, they were in Knoxville yesterday, so that's not too far off. It's like half hour from that area that we were just talking about.
Oh wow! Wow. I don't think any AW people were going to stop by the Hogan store, but it'll be funny when the Hogan store is there. If they do stop by there, that'd be hilarious.
I mean, for whatever it's worth, I don't think I would ever really have any interest in going there because I'm just not the kind of person that buys wrestling memorabilia. But like, there's like other like non-Hogan related stuff in there, and most of them. I saw a video of somebody doing the one in Tampa, I think it was. And there was like a lot of just general WWE stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shit! I just realized you could hit me with it because I think I had the same resolution. Yes, I think that might actually be the opportunity to fucking try the beer.
I still haven't looked if I can order it yet. I don't know if I can.
You probably could, but I mean, I'm not paying fucking shipping and handling for that bullshit. Nah. But if you tell me I get my hands on some for like without having to being able to skirt that, I'll do it. I'll buy me like a fucking 6-pack of Hogan beer.
Yeah, let's see. It's where to find it? The beer finder. I am of legal drinking age, sir. I need a beer finder. Hold on. Let me put in my zip code.
Oh, there's also a Flavor Town in that area.
No stores nearby. I'm typing in my old zip code. Nope, I can't get any here in Texas.
Well, shit.
Can't get none here in Texas, my man. I'm screwed. I am screwed. Oh yeah, you can order it online.
One would have thought.
Through other companies, you can order it. I don't want a 12-pack. I just want a 6-pack. I don't want to spend a lot. Good God, why is this so big?
I've heard that before.
No, the screen is giant. I mean, it's like, I don't even need my glasses to see it. Get me a Real American Beer hat. Oh, what gear does he have? I have to see this. Oh, oh my God, here we go.
I mean, feel free to share as well.
I was just doing that. Can you see those? There we go. Let's make it a little more.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself there.
Well, first of all, he has the this right here, the hat that mimics the MAGA hat.
That would be fucking hilarious if he got hit with a cease and desist for that shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, we're friends, but we're not that good friends like that. So he hits him with a fucking cease and desist.
Get you a neon sign for $300.
Why?
I mean, if a restaurant has it, they'll put that up. A fight night jacket. Look at that. Almost straight out of Rocky. $150.
That's kind of less than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Wait a minute. You can get cornhole. Hulk Hogan Real American Beer cornhole, folks.
It costs $200 to get cornhole by Hulk.
Yep, you can for only $200. Well, the mug, $10. A koozie is the same price as a mug. I wouldn't mind a koozie, but $10 for a koozie ain't gonna fucking do it. Oh, you can get sleeves. This is called a chromed out bandana. What? Stars and stripes bandana. You can get the hoodie. You can get the hoodie, of course. T-shirts in patches, hats. Another koozie.
Camo hat, of course, yes.
Beanies. Kind of like the hats, but $40 for a hat. You can lick my balls. $25 for a hat. Fuck you. Get a Real American Beer flag for only $150, folks. Wow.
What a world we live.
What you gonna brew? Get it, Smark? See, he took the word do, right? And brew rhymes with do. What you gonna do? What you gonna brew?
Get him out of here! He's got AIDS!
Okay, hats, shirts, a glass can. That's nice, actually.
Yeah, kinda.
I like that. I like that. But, well, $10. $10 ain't so bad. That's not bad. I might have to buy that. We've got more bandanas. Oh, we got the Muscle Beach towel right there, Mark.
Hold the fuck up. It's called the Classy Dad hat.
Yes.
That popped me, I'm not gonna lie.
What did you think it said?
It just made me laugh that it's classified as a Classy Dad hat.
Yep. Oh, you got the tank tops here, more t-shirts, gift cards. Holy shit. Oh, man. The shotgun, the shot fun tool. Holy shit. Well, there you go. Wow.
Go. Just a little bit. Yep, okay. It's Hogan approved. Hulk backs all his merch. There's nothing about a refund or like a guarantee or money back or anything. It's just Hulk approves. Like, you're not getting your money back. Make no fucking mistake about it. He is pocketing that shit that's going to that fucking Nick Hogan legal fund.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's see. You sent me that right there. I'm going to pop that open. Let's see here. Oh, here, hold on. I might as well share that, too. I'm not going to watch it by myself. I don't feel like watching it by myself.
Yeah, I'll watch it again. I've watched it a couple times. This is from this weekend. I want to say Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night.
Okay.
Champion needs to get through Alley in order to make his way to that main event.
Alley catch, waiting on Effie, and takes him down.
Tope Suicida from Alley catch.
Clearly willing to put it all
if you
on the line.
replay it, you can hear it snap.
In order to make his way to that main event.
Alley catch, waiting on Effie, and takes him
There it
down.
is.
Tope Suicida from Alley catch.
Clearly willing to put it all on the line.
Is that her ankle?
Champion needs to get
Her knee, I believe. She broke her leg. It was her knee specifically.
Wow. Sorry.
She straight up fucking sitted herself. Like, that's the closest thing I've ever seen. Well, not ever seen, but wrestling-wise, that's the closest thing I've seen to the fucking sit injury again.
Wow, that was bad. Wow.
And it's crazy, too, because I mean, I can't imagine. I guess it's like the adrenaline or whatever, but, like, she lands it, and then she just looks down and sees that her fucking leg is behind her. And then that's when it sets it. That's like the, oh, fuck.
You didn't catch her very well, but anyway.
They didn't have the space for it either. There was a very tight space. Try to pull that off. And
tight like a tiger. Yes, very tight. Very, very, very tight. It was tight.
That was rough.
All right. It's time, Smark. It's time for AEW.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to close my door because the dog came in.
All right. Thought you were going to just close it so you can yell. Don't get crazy on me, Smart.
I'm good.
Don't get crazy here. Don't go all fucking postal on me here now on AEW. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So, kick this show off, Smark. And Tony Schiavone's in the ring. And he brings out Will Ospreay. Now, note to a lot of people, it was very tough for everybody to get into Knoxville yesterday. There were as everybody knows, there's storms all over the place, everywhere. And if you notice, some of these guys were just in their street clothes, like Will Ospreay. Well, Delta lost Will Ospreay's bags. So that's why Will Ospreay did what he had to do in what he had on.
Makes sense.
So, I mean, we all know there's some pretty bad storms going on out there. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's snowing like 3 inches. It's snowed in Pensacola. So,
yeah.
But that's Florida for y'all. He calls out Ospreay, then he calls out Kenny Omega. These two go back and forth a little bit. At one point, Kenny Omega says, I can never trust you again. Meanwhile, the Death Riders come out, and these two basically join forces. They're climbing shit. They're all over the place. They end up climbing one of the fucking stage beams. Stage beams? Is that good?
Sure. Supports.
Beam, support. Yeah, same thing.
By the way, it was the fucking, what's his name? Damn it. Callis family.
Right. Yeah. It was all the Callis family out there, and Omega, and they end up there, and literally after he just said 10 minutes ago that he could never trust him again, Will Ospreay, he makes a tag match with Will Ospreay. And it's like, did y'all not think this through? I don't think they did.
Imagine being in the crowd there, because it's like, we're going to have a tag match. And they're like, yeah. It's like, not here. The fucking pay-per-view. We're not doing a goddamn thing here.
Yeah, in Australia, which still isn't a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're backstage. You got all the Callis family, Lance Archer, and everybody just back there. They're doing all their shit. It was pandemonium for the first 20 minutes of the show. But that fucking dive, Will Ospreay, man, that was a badass dive. He took out a security guard too. At least the security guard sold it.
It's true.
At least the security guard, and you barely saw the dive Kenny did because the cameraman was not in place. But still, that's when they climb up, and Kenny Omega just told us that I don't know if you knew, Smark, but he's afraid of heights.
See, yes, he did say that.
He's afraid of heights. So we found that out. Then we get the obligatory Death Riders promo backstage. Whatever Marina Shafir was wearing, she needs to burn it, by the way, because she just did not look good in it. Wheeler Yuta, cut your hair, you hippie. Okay.
What'd you think of Moxley's sensible sweater that he was rocking, and a nice little green sweater on, looking like he was a fucking high school band coach, teacher?
Looks very Abercrombie and Fitch. But Wheeler Yuta over there looking like a fucking sheepdog. So, but anyway, I didn't care for this promo, but thought the show picked up on MVP.
That was my thought too, because you were saying that you got tired of Moxley doing the same promos over and over again. I was like, yeah, he's reinvented himself. Now he does boring promos. His promos used to be repetitive but good, but now they're just fucking bland and repetitive.
Yeah, but at least he's not slinking down to the ring anymore. But anyway,
maybe that's what they're gonna do is he's gonna go back to slinking, and like you're gonna get fucking Wheeler Yuta's gonna have a top hat. You're just gonna fucking Guns N' Roses this shit out.
There you go. Come out, a sweet child of mine.
Hell yeah, brother. I mean, they already used November Rain. It's not that far.
I like that video. That was a good video. But we did have MVP come out with Hurt Syndicate. This was a title match, folks, for the tag team titles against Private Party. It was a great match, I'm not going to lie, but I got to say I'm a little surprised they took the titles off of them so soon. But I kind of get it. You know, you got these two guys in here, and you know, I got to tell you, they may not have signed a very long contract. Those guys are not fucking spring chickens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you kind of have to give them something. The only other thing you can give them is a trios belt, and that's Death Riders, and I think they're going to delay that for as long as they can.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see MVP wrestling in the ring regularly. I'm telling you right now. I promise you, no one does. So,
well, there you go. You bypass that. You get Shelton and get Lashley instead of MVP also being in the matches.
Right. So with the tag team titles, now you do that. But I mean, look, the match was great. I just, you know, these guys were just, they didn't give them much. There was nothing to their title run, really. And then they just lose the titles to these two guys that just came in. But I mean, you know, but the Hurt Syndicate's over, man. The crowd loved Bobby Lashley. The guy's supposed to be the heel, and they were cheering the shit out of Bobby Lashley. People had Bobby Lashley signs in the crowd.
Yes, but I mean, to be fair, like, if you look, especially, they didn't know it at the time, but if you look at the rest of the card, I would have fucking popped huge for Bobby Lashley, too. If you're telling me, like, the next match, I get, like, AR Fox, and then the match later, I get, like, Hangman Page versus a jobber. It's like, all right, fuck yeah, Bobby Lashley. Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, I like Lashley. Don't get me wrong. Lashley's badass, but you know. But they are their new AEW Tag Team Champions, and I'm not saying it was a wrong move. I'm not saying it was wrong at all because it probably wasn't. It was probably the exact right move to make. But you know, you got two guys. Like I said, the crowd loves them. They're already getting over with the crowd. Why not throw the titles on them? Everyone else has a fucking title on this show. Down the line, maybe Private Party can have a good run with them. We'll see. I have a feeling that's not going to happen, but we'll see down the road, right, Smark?
Sure. I mean, that's why I'm glad to go back to what we've been talking about, that they're keeping House of Black together, I guess, in whatever iteration they decide to be. Because I think even if it's just in a tag team form, like being able to see fucking Brody King versus Lashley would be pretty fucking cool. Just have big old hoss battle.
That would be good. That would be really good. After that, we had backstage segment with Renee Paquette, with Tony Storm, who was joined by Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron, a lot of people are not liking this little weird, crazy singing gimmick she has. I think it's hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's funny as shit. But even Renee was like, what just happened here?
Mm-hmm.
But Harley Cameron, man, she really got those things pushed up, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not complaining. I don't complain about things like that at all. But she had not one but two segments on this show, one without playing the guitar, the next with playing the guitar. But I did think Renee played that off. It was funny. But they were talking about Grand Slam and how she can have a match too, where Tony Storm has a match against Mariah May, which will be a good match. It will be. It'll definitely be a good match, I think. Then we got Jeff Jarrett, folks. I am hoping this shit plays out quick. I don't mind it, but I don't want to see it for 3 months on my television. How's that sound?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I don't mind if it's even 2 months, but if you get into month 3 and Jeff Jarrett is still out there trying to fucking win this title, not quite sure how I'm gonna feel about that.
There is. It was posted today, and it's on their YouTube page, the Observer YouTube page. This seems like a good time to talk about this. Dave Meltzer, this shit fucking cracked me up because not anything he really said, but just the idea of it. Apparently, Dave Meltzer had a date night, Date Meltzer, if you will, and he was talking about he was watching the show with his girlfriend, wife, fiance, escort. I'm not sure, but anyways, he was saying that. She was remarking how just everybody on the show was just so fucking old. And she was saying that, like, God bless them, they're in good shape and everything. Just the idea of Meltzer just being on a date and watching AEW just fucking, it just hit me like in a very special place. But she was saying that it was like everybody on the show is old. And the whole idea of just like, the whole thing about Jeff Jarrett is like, you're doing this whole angle based around like how he's old and like he's not shit anymore. He's lost his step and he's useless and so on and so forth. And then it's like, this is your world title feud. Like, he's going to be challenging for the title. Like, that does wonders for your fucking world title division. Like, good shit. Good shit.
I don't know, but I will say one thing about Jeff Jarrett.
Mm-hmm.
The hair, strong. Strong. That hair is strong. I'll tell you that right fucking now. That hair looks good. It's got the wave. He's got the mullet. It's still flowing. Nice on him. Nice on him. Looks good, Jeff. Looks good. But Jeff is out there cutting a promo. And same shit. I need to do this. I got to win. My wife don't want me to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm the last outlaw. Good. Yeehaw.
That'd actually be better if you just did that and then you just fired a gun in the air.
I mean, there you go. That's right. That's right. But by the end of the promo, we get Claudio out there. Claudio gives him a beat down, and I think they made a match, didn't they? They did make a match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was like, anybody that wants to get the Moxley has to go through me. He's like the only good part of the stable, by the way, Claudio. Not saying that the other people in the stable aren't good. Like, Pac is fucking the shit. He's a great wrestler. But, like, in terms of actually, like, their character, if there, you could even say that there is characters in this stable, he's the best one. He's the most interesting.
I just don't mind the fucking stable. It's not bothering me as much as it's bothering, obviously, everyone else. But I was waiting for Moxley to do some sort of change. This is some sort of change. I think if they didn't have a pre-planned direction, they would have switched this up by now. So I think they're too far into whatever story they're trying to tell. I don't know if there is some mastermind behind this, because let's face it, this is almost the same thing they did when Brody Lee came in.
Yeah.
You know, the whole what was it? The starts with an E.
The Exalted one.
Exalted one. I wanted to say Enlightened, and I knew it sounded wrong. Exalted one. So, but who can you bring in to do that? But, I mean, listen. It's Shane. It's Shane. No. There's not what you do. So, who could you bring in that? I don't know. Like I said, I feel if this storyline didn't have an ending already planned, they would have switched gears by now. They may still need to. No, Hugsy nor Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger would be fucking awesome. They were supposed to be doing a white supremacist gimmick, and he did get himself in trouble during, like, drunk tweeting during election night. It's long-term storytelling.
Him and Dutch Mantel come in, and that's their that could work.
Mm-hmm.
That would work. I wouldn't mind that. Shut your mouth with this Bishop shit, okay?
I unironically, like, not as the leader, but I wouldn't mind seeing him in the stable. Why not? Fuck it. Like, the stable needs something to be interesting. I'm not sure if that's the something, but try it.
Tito Ortiz.
Yeah. Of course.
I don't know. I mean, it's like There's no person out there I can think of that could be this evil person that's going to come in and be behind your whole thing. I don't know. James
Well,
Mitchell?
I mean, the rumor.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that would be good. Is you have fucking Moxley and Claudio doing coke. That'd be fucking that rule.
I like that one. Jake Roberts. No.
See, that's where
No, they're not gonna. No, they're not gonna make Jake look like that. No, Tony has too much.
Well,
no,
I'm not sure if that's a joke or not, but he was supposed to be like. Remember they were doing the higher power thing. He was supposed to be the higher power. That's what the rumor was. So it'd be like maybe they would try to do that as like an homage to that angle. But yeah, now the rumor was supposed to be allegedly, if you take it with a grain of salt, but it was supposed to be Shane. Like the idea was that it was supposed to lead to Shane coming in the company. So, right. But the problem is that I don't think that pay-per-view is until March. That's still kind of a good sizable time away. Like at this point, it's like you either need to bring Shane out or just have Moxley lose to Lashley and just go on about your day. Because this shit it's not going anywhere.
Not going where they want.
Stuttering John.
Oh my God. We didn't get Megan Bain, but at least we got a Megan Bain vignette, so at least they're not forgetting about her.
Then we had a question. Last thing we'll do about the alleged like leader. What do you think about like I don't know how he would work as like a heel character in that regard? Because I just think of him more as like an old school chicken shit type heel. Okay. But like, what if it was Cornette? Like that would they'd get people talking.
No, he wouldn't do it. Matt Morgan.
Christopher Daniels.
Matt Morgan could work because he's like born again. Josh Barnett would be a decent one. He could come in and do something like that.
The problem, I think, is that I don't know what they want this stable to be. So it's hard to find who would be the leader.
I don't know. And are they going that way? Is that the direction they're going? No one fucking knows. Danielson. No, not after he tried to murder Brian Danielson. No. And I think Shane doing something like that doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, the problem of the Danielson thing is like that's wrestling logic. Like that shit happens all the time. Is they somehow find some circular way of thinking of like, yeah, they beat us up, they beat me up, but they didn't actually beat me up. So like that kind of shit. Like it'd be kind of interesting, I guess. The Shane thing. The only problem with the Shane thing is that when he's revealed, if it was actually him, just let's just say it was, it's going to be overwhelming cheers. Like everyone's going to lose their fucking mind for Shane because like even you hate Vince, if you watch the documentary, Shane seems like the nicest fucking man in the world.
Right, like the grounded one in the family, like the one that did that doesn't live in the bubble.
It's like, hey, Dad, maybe we should not tell the police that Snuka can't speak English. Maybe we should cover up a murder. It's like and that everybody hated Shane. It's like, what?
Yeah. God damn you. But the Danielson thing, listen, if you do Danielson, literally, why don't you just call this fucking story Aces and Eights and let's just fucking move on?
Ooh. Is D'Lo Brown available?
No, I mean, it's what they did with fucking... This is how we got Dana White.
Wheeler Yuta teaming with fucking Wes Briscoe.
Oh, God.
I mean...
You know what would be hilarious? If it was, if all the shit Bischoff fucking talks, if Bischoff's son ended up being the fucking leader. Was his name
Garrett Bischoff?
Garrett Bischoff? Yeah. Wouldn't that'd be fucking awesome if that guy ended up in that company. Miro, no. Rock and Roll Express, nah, those guys ain't working. No full schedule.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like people that actually would be cool, like either people within the company or people that aren't in the company. But I'm like really drawing blanks. Like I want Kingston to be in it. I don't want him to be the leader necessarily, but I want him to be in it when he gets healthy. Fucking Sandman, yo. God, try to kill Danielson with a plastic bag. My wife's in the car. That would be sick.
Raven. I think Raven's back in TNA, so no.
Is he? I know he was in MLW for a minute.
MLW, that's what it was. I knew it was one of the companies with letters.
I don't know what his ability still is, if he can still cut promos the way he used to, but I like some Raven.
Wouldn't be horrible. But all right, so we go again. We're Strickland down there. He's going to be wrestling AR Fox. But in the middle of the match, the match didn't. No, he won. And then we see Ricochet come down, and then he ends up taking Prince Nana hostage backstage with a pair of scissors to his throat. And then
it's a good thing Arn Anderson isn't there anymore.
Our Arn would pull up, but it'd be fucking Glock Anderson.
Was that him and the story with him and Sid? Where they tried to kill each other with a pair of scissors. That's fucking wild.
That'd be better. But we got Ricochet back there, and he's talking shit to Nana. Blah, blah, blah. I totally forgot what he said already. What?
Britt Baker replaces Marina Shafir.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, hold on a second. I can just pick one at random. I deleted all the nose drops. Imagine a nose drop. I'm just stroke my nose for a minute.
Would anybody know is the question? Because no one would care. They show a little bit of AEW Collision, Maximum Carnage with Hobbs and Big Bill, and then we get a New York Minute after that, and you can kind of see they're teasing this is not going to last long, this Learning Tree thing. They're already kind of, him and Big Bill are kind of bitching at each other, so we'll see how long this lasts. But we go there, and then we got MJF coming down to the
this
ring.
show was so fucking boring that I popped for the New York Minute segment, because it was like Jericho was talking about, yeah, we lost the 6-man on Collision, but it's not all bad. Tell him about it. It's like, and fucking Big Bill's like, it's always a learning experience. It's like, that's what you said. Like, you fucking lost. You're not going to take any blame for that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like I thought it was fun.
It was. It wasn't bad, but we got this jobber in the ring, and MJF comes down, and we're like, is MJF going to fight a jobber in a suit? What the fuck? No, he doesn't. He comes out and he cuts the usual MJF promo on "I'm coming for you." And there was a guy behind him the whole time dressed as Sting in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Guy really stood out the whole night. But MJF is out there, and he did his usual thing where he gets right into the fucking camera. About as far as I can go, but he gets right into the camera. And there you go. And I want to tell you something. I hate those glasses, but I get why he's wearing them. He sees the world under rose-colored glasses. I get it, but I hate those glasses. They annoy the shit out of me, which is what they're supposed to do. But MJF cuts a promo, usual Jeff Jarrett, fuck you. And then Hangman comes down because he's actually got the match with the jobber, which doesn't last long. Hangman gets a quick win. And then Christopher Daniels comes out and he says, I'm sorry. I just wanted to be your friend, and I went about it wrong. And he comes out with a neck brace on. And he's retired.
Sucked.
This was not good.
Like all of this sucked. First off, hey, we just talked about all the people they have on the roster. It was like these giant hosses. You got Bobby Lashley. You got fucking, I always forget his name, Brody King. There we go. You got fucking, what's his name? Lance Archer. You got just a bunch of different people that would, like, if you're going to do a jobber match, if you insist on doing a jobber match, one of those people. Like, why does Hangman need a jobber match? It doesn't make sense. And also, like, imagine, this is not a very wrestling heavy show. There's like a lot of promos. There's not a lot of matches. And one of the matches you get is a fucking Rich Swann swerve match that lasted like 5 minutes and was really more about the angle than the actual match. The match like barely happened anyway. And then you get a fucking Hangman jobber match. That's like 2 of the 4 matches that happened on this show. People paid money to see this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I mean, not as much as WWE, but yeah.
We just established that like an hour up the road is fucking micro championship wrestling. You could be watching fucking Mini Elvis, which is actually one of the wrestlers there.
Against the Mini Kiss Demon.
I'm fucking cooking.
Mm-hmm. See what I'm talking about? We are on and fucking cooking. Exactly, my man. Exactly. That's a fucking match right there. Then we get, but speaking of not a match, we did get another promo here with Mercedes Moné with Renee Young, and Harley Cameron came up and tried to sing her way into a match. And Mercedes Moné is like, no, you haven't won anything ever here, there, anywhere.
Fucking cat in the hat.
Yes, I would not fight you with a fox. I cannot with two cocks. I don't know. Anyway,
I will not do an interview. I will not make it good for you. I will not, cannot cut a promo.
So don't ask me to. Oh no.
Exactly.
But yeah, she said no. So I guess what we're going to get for the next couple of weeks is Harley Cameron trying to get herself a match in Australia. All she's got to do is go up to Tony Khan and I mean, Jesus Christ, go to Tony Khan and flash those tits. I'd give her a match anywhere she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the expected misogyny.
There you go.
That's the expected misogyny right there. I told you. I'll tell you what though, Harley Cameron can sing. She's got a voice, and she can actually play. She can sing.
You know what would actually kind of, I know this is a fucking stupid idea, but we're gonna pitch it anyway.
Sure.
What do you think Tank Abbott's up to? You get fucking Tank Abbott behind her like she's 3 count. If not Tank Abbott, what was her name? Jillian Hall. You get fucking see if Jillian Hall is doing anything these days and get her out there too.
I'm gonna guess Tank Abbott is probably on his, let's see, probably 4th glass of whiskey right now. Jillian Hall is probably at some event doing something, because that's pretty much what she does. She just goes to all these fancy events.
She's paying she's charging somebody who looks like me $200 to take a picture with her. Not actually me. I would never do such a thing, but you know.
Hey, you know, $200 is $200, Mark.
I hear you. The fucking most shameful one was the one where you had to pay like $200 or $300 to like take a picture of it with Sunny in like this prop bed that they had set up. It was the most embarrassing fucking thing ever. And it wasn't even like prime 90s Sunny. It was like fart porn Sunny.
Yeah. Well, it was like right before that came out, I believe, or maybe right after. I think it might have been right after. I think you might be right there.
Yeah, it was around the same time.
Meanwhile, hashtag I want a motorboat Harley Cameron. I don't know what else to do here. But then we had the Jamie Hayter thing, which we kind of already talked about. So we don't need to go through that. It was her versus Julia Hart again. Like I said, Jamie Hayter can bounce around the ring all she wants. I am a Jamie Hayter fan. Not crazy about this new version of her, but they're starting to get her back out there. So let's see what happens. Nora, Tony Chimmel or Tony Schiavone? I'm a Schiavone guy.
Yeah,
I am a Schiavone guy.
That's kind of not a fair apples to oranges, because like, isn't Chimmel just a ring announcer and then Tony Schiavone is a commentator?
Yeah, but we can have favorites.
No, fair enough. Yeah, I'll go Chimmel then, since you already picked Schiavone. Just if I can spice it up.
Fuck you, dick.
What I do like about Tony Schiavone, and this is actually the same thing of like Jerry Lawler did this shit too, and Jim Ross as well. There's like a bunch of videos online, the YouTube videos of like the satellite feeds, where like back in the day, if you like tuned your satellite to a certain like frequencies or whatever, you could get before like Nitro went on the air and before Raw went on the air. And there's like a bunch of different videos of this you can find on YouTube. The satellite feed. For whatever reason, like almost all those videos are just full of Tony Schiavone or like Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler, just fucking ripping apart the people that come to the shows for like seemingly no apparent reason. Or just like talking about like how fat and ugly and unfuckable they are, just how fucking terrible their clothes look and how they smell bad. It's just like, they're paying you money. Like, why do you hate these people so much? They've done nothing to you.
I mean, sure, there's got to be a fucking reason that they don't like these people. I would imagine. I mean,
what a mark!
It's probably the only reason I can think of.
That's true. There's a famous one this went around not too long ago of like SmackDown back in the day of like there's a guy working the t-shirt cannon and he fucking pops Tony Chimmel right in the balls and Tony Chimmel threatens to beat his ass. It's fucking great.
Oh, you know what? I might be a Chimmel guy. All right.
It's like I think he literally says that he's gonna shove the t-shirt cannon up his ass. It's like to the guy's face. Like it rules.
I might be a Chimmel guy. Yeah, right. You might have just fucking switched me over. Nah, I like Schiavone. You know, I think Schiavone got a really shitty, kind of a shitty role over there in WCW and made the best of it. Oh, he always said everything was the greatest, the best, the most wonderful, you know, historic, blah, blah, blah. He did his job. He did his job.
By the way, I think Morab is clarifying that he meant as the Death Riders leader. Did you want Tony Chimmel or Tony Schiavone?
No.
He's like,
if I had a pick, I'd pick Tony Schiavone.
He also suggested a Howard Stern. Like that would kind of be cool, I guess.
Howard Stern would show up once a week and want $19 million every appearance. No. That guy makes enough money and shows up for work fucking 2 days a week. Fuck Howard Stern. Talk about you want to study a downfall. Study the downfall of Howard Stern.
I don't know. Somehow I don't understand what the transition was. But one day everyone just woke up and accepted him as like a serious journalist. I don't understand how or why. But like it literally went from the guy that was just like fart into the microphone. Or like rub your pussy against the microphone. We're gonna spank this porn star that we brought into our studio. To like, all right, we're gonna be interviewing Michelle Obama next. It's like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Like, what the fuck?
And it's still the same shit. He does the same shit. Ooh, you want to sleep with me, girl? Oh yeah, you do. I knew you did. It's like, oh my God, Howard, come on.
We're gonna be talking to Michelle Obama about anal coming up next. The microphone.
Hey, Stephanie was talking about it on there. So hey, why not? Why not? I mean,
she was. She went on there a couple of times. Christy Hemme went on there a couple of times.
I mean, if you believe the
John Cena went on there and he talked about fucking a fat girl.
Yeah. Yes, he did. He talked about how they that's kind of what the guys get him to do is go bang fat girls.
I'm sorry, I cut you off like 8 times. If you believe the rumor, I'm sorry about that. What was going to be the rest of that?
If you believe the rumor about Michelle Obama, I said if you believe the rumors about Michelle Obama, then anal's the only way.
That's true.
True. Very true. So back to AEW before we get kicked off. We get to this main event, folks. This was a 20-some minute, almost 23-minute main event. Now, you got Adam Copeland versus Pac. You've got this grisly-looking Adam Copeland against Pac, this ripped fucking guy, younger guy. I don't know. This match just went on, and I didn't think this match needed to be 20 some minutes. This match could have been a 10-minute fucking match, and I would have been fine with it. I think this match was too long. It was drawn out. It was boring. I started picking up my phone, like I'm doing now. But I thought the match was boring. I just didn't care for it.
I hear you. I mean, it seemed like it was kind of just one of those like long walk and brawls anyway.
Yeah, and NORAD, we'll talk about that Bobby Fulton thing next week. I'd rather listen to that and know what I'm talking about than just, So we'll talk about that next week. Yeah, I don't know. This match was, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was a bad match. I'm saying did not need to be as long as it was. Like I said, dude, you got Edge, Adam Copeland out there who's, he's looking grisly. And then you got this fucking specimen in Pac. It's like they made it go that long to show Adam Copeland can still go that long. And it's like, why? There's no reason for it. No reason.
He hasn't been back that long. I think it's only been about a month. So I don't want to be somebody that's like super reactionary about things like this, because I hate when like somebody like loses one match and they're like, oh, they're jobbing. Like they completely fucking fumbled them. But like at the same time, what went wrong here? Because it seems like he's a negative part of the show. And it seems like he's been a negative part of the show since he's come back. It seems like I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's AEW's fault for how they're like promoting him or if it's his fault, but like, it seems like he's a negative and not a positive at the moment.
I'll say this. First of all, everyone hates the Cope name, which is not a positive thing for him. First of all,
that's a big part of it. Yeah,
not at all. No one likes it. I don't give a shit. Like I said, we told you back in October this shit was going to happen. So fuck you. We told you this was going to happen, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I think they just need to get him out of this Death Rider storyline. Number one, out of it. They need to get him out of it. That's the first thing they need to do. And maybe that'll help him. And the Cope thing, look, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I think that might be able to catch on if you can get him away from these Death Riders, because not only were people complaining about the Cope name, people don't like Cope. People don't like the Death Riders thing going on. You put both of those things on someone, you're not going to, it's not going to be, you're literally making them fucking climb uphill on a fucking grease pole. It's not going to fucking work.
True.
Yeah. He's just going to keep falling. They've got to get him out of here, out of this storyline, out of everything they're doing. No good. No bueno. No good. But we got the match going, and right around the end of the match, we see that the Death Riders have taken out the Callis family. I still don't know why Kip Sabian has to look like some fucking crazy anime character, but whatever. Who am I to know? And then, they all come down, and of course, because Adam Copeland got the win, they beat the shit out of Adam Copeland. And Jay White, I think, was the one who came down to try to help him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Jay White came down, tried to help him, but of course, there are too many numbers. But he, good try. Good try. But no, Death Riders got the best of Adam Copeland. And again, they're working on the next. So, but I think seriously, they've got to get Copeland out of this storyline quick. And I mean quick. I don't even think the fucking name would matter after that. I really don't. I think they've got to get him out of the storyline. You've got 2 negatives on a guy who has a lot of positives, but it's just not going to work right now. Where's the Gunn brothers? I forgot they even worked there, man.
Apparently injured. I don't know exactly what the injury is, but they had sent a commentary a couple weeks ago that everybody in the Gun Club sans Jay White was injured. I know fucking what is his name? I like him. Juice Robinson. He messed himself up big time. Made it through the match though. Good for him. Fucking tough man.
Is recently just back from an injury and then really did do a fucking number on himself again. So I feel bad for Juice Robinson. Then again, I don't feel bad because at least he has Tony Storm to take care of him.
Yeah, you can only feel so bad for somebody who's like gets to see Tony Storm in a nurse outfit.
I would be okay being injured if I knew that was coming home to me. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck, I might just go do this again. Keep them paychecks coming, TK.
Unless, oh shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta go let that dog, and he is barking loud style. It is fucking 11:30.
We're wrapping up anyway, but go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, folks, that is the end of what I've got to say, what we've got to talk about. That is the end of everything right there. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up. When Smark gets back, he'll tell you about the old Tits podcast that he's on. But it was an all right week in wrestling. But I don't know, folks. I really feel that Adam Copeland has a lot of things that people have been complaining about. Like I said, you've got the name, you've got this, you've got that, but we'll see what happens. AEW right now is just not in a good place. But again, we go back a little over a decade, and we were making the same complaints about WWE being stale and this and that. So wait a while. If it stays the same way, we'll have a different discussion. But right now, I don't know. But Smart.
My problem, real quick, is just to wrap this up. Is like I don't even think I'm not even trying to compare it to WWE as much as it's just a matter of like their show individually. Is like, what is the hook? Like not the wrestler hook, but like what is it? Like what is it that you saw yesterday that you're like, okay, I can't wait till next week to see this resolved or to see more of this? Fucking nothing, in my opinion. I mean, it was just sort of like it just seemed very directionless at the moment, and it's a bummer because like they just got on fucking Max. So like they have all these new eyeballs on them, and they have the ability of like you were saying it's on the TBS app, or it was, where you can watch them like the next day or whatever. But like not a lot of people know about that. Like everybody knows Max; it's available. You can see it, as soon as you log in. So like you can watch the archive shows, you can watch it live, whatever. Like if something cool is going on, there's all these opportunities now for people to watch it and to find it. What's going on right now that's cool? Like fucking kind of nothing at the moment.
Well, Big Bill versus no, that's next week, but no. You know what? You got a great point. That is a great point. What is the cliffhanger for next week? What is it? You're right. That's a great point, Smark. I've never really put that on a wrestling show, but you're right. That's one thing WWE always did good. They always had that cliffhanger. They always had that, oh my God, what's going to happen next week? And you know what? We know what's going to happen next week. Death Riders are going to fucking come out. They're going to have the little promo in the beginning. You're right. Okay, Hurt Syndicate. There's one thing NORAB's looking forward to. That's fine. Hurt Syndicate. Doing what?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is I like the Hurts, and I'm not even trying to shit on the roster. There's plenty of people on that roster I like. I like Tony Storm. I like the Hurts, and I like fucking Swerve. But like, and I like the Swerve Ricochet feud. So I guess there's that. But even that their match is 2 weeks away, so that's not happening next week. So it's like, what's going on next week that you want to see?
Yeah, you're right. Like I said, I've never actually just kind of sat and thought, where's the, as you said, where's the hook? Where's the cliffhanger? Where's the, oh my God, I can't wait to see this next week. I've never really thought about it, but you're right. That's definitely something that needs to be changed. They've got to start doing that. Instead of just having every ending be a clusterfuck a la WCW style, yeah, that would be a better idea, Smark. That's a very fucking legit fucking point right there. Incredibly legit. I like that. And you're right. That is one thing they're bad at, and you know that is one thing they need to change. Is they need to get those cliffhangers, those hooks, those. My God, if I don't watch next week, I'm gonna miss blank. Or I know, doggy. We're gonna be done soon. Good boy, Charlie.
He wants to go to bed.
Good boy, Charlie. But I mean, you know, it's and you know, that's probably one big. That's a big problem. Now that you mention it, now that I'm thinking about it, every week you're right. The show just ends, but there is no hook. There is no. I have to watch this to see how it plays out. You're right. You're right.
Because like that was my problem with Dynamite. Was like it wasn't a bad show, but like it was a show. That's the problem. Is it's not memorable. Like nothing super interesting is going on at the moment. It's a wrestling show that happened at a time in a place. That's it.
They probably need to definitely have MJF in action more instead of talking. I think people want to see him in the ring more. Ricochet's stuff is good right now, but again, they didn't really leave that anywhere. I mean, he didn't keep Nana hostage. That would have been at least something to hook you in the next week if he kept Nana hostage. You know, so I don't know. You're right. That's probably one. To be honest with you, dude, that's probably one of the best kind of analysis that I've ever heard on this show. There is no, I've got to watch this next week. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. I mean, it's nothing we can solve. The only one man can solve it. So let's see what happens. But maybe they'll, not like they're going to hear this, but I don't know. That's a very fucking good outlook on it. There is no hook. So, all right, man. Anything else?
No, I think that about do it.
All right. Well, tell me about tits.
Absolutely. Tits, totally inappropriate team sports. We're on Tuesdays now, same time, different day, Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Last week, I said that you could watch me have a meltdown over the Bears signing Mike McCarthy as their new head coach. That didn't happen. They didn't get the candidate I wanted the least. They got the candidate I wanted the most. Fuck yeah, I've got Ben Johnson. Come watch me gloat about it on Tits. It just happened this Tuesday. You can watch the archive, or you can watch this coming Tuesday. I'll still be gloating. Never you worry. We're going to be talking about the NFC and the AFC Championship Sundays coming up this week. So we'll be talking about the winner of that game and the preview of the Super Bowl. So come check us out.
Oh, y'all are about to get busy. Right? It's almost Super Bowl time. Hell yeah.
That's right. Championship Sunday this weekend. And then there's the fucking a week off for whatever odd reason. That's when they have the Pro Bowl. And then the week after that is the Super Bowl. So about 2 weeks away from the Super Bowl.
Oh, y'all sports fans better be listening. Super Bowl coming up. There you go. There you go. And I will be back on a Hollywood Hangout this week. Young Guns 2 this week. We did Young Guns 1 last week. We're going to do Young Guns 2 this week. I'm going to do a few more of these kind of duo back-to-back shows. I kind of like doing these. But yeah, I did Young Guns 1 last week, and now I got Young Guns 2, which is a little more of a factual story when it comes to Billy the Kid and Brushy Bill Roberts. If you don't know about Brushy Bill Roberts, take a look at that story. It's a pretty cool one. And I'll be talking about it Saturday night on Mixler. That's right. on Hollywood Hangout. So join me, same time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that's about it, Smark. Wrap it up.
That's it.
All right, folks. We will be back here next week on Wrestling Outlet. One more time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the YouTube for Wrestling Outlet. So as Smark decides to pull on his mustache. So there you go, folks. Catch us back here next week. Thank you, and have a great week. We'll see you then. Later.